Look, cookie management and GDPR aren't the flashiest parts of launching a website, but getting them right is essential. It builds trust with your visitors and keeps you compliant. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at Cookiebot, a consent management tool that promises to handle all that cookie chaos for you. Is it a life-saving privacy tool or just another subscription tool you'll set up once and then just forget about? Let's find out. First of all, what is Cookiebot? What does it do? Cookiebot is a cloud-based consent management platform that scans your website for cookies and trackers, blocks them until visitors say yes, shows a compliant banner, and keeps a neat log of who agreed to what. Tracking scripts don't run until the user explicitly gives consent. It's like having a gatekeeper for your website. Before we go any deeper, who might actually need this consent management tool? Well, for starters, if you run an SMB with EU or US traffic, or if you're an agency working with multiple client sites, or if you're a blogger or shop owner. Basically, if you're someone who understands how steep GDPR fines can be, then you'll find Cookiebot extremely useful. And don't worry about the price. I've rounded up the best Cookiebot deals for you in the description below. Just use those links to get the biggest discount. All right, let's look at how Cookiebot works in practice. You sign up, log in, and then you'll land in the Cookiebot dashboard. The first thing you do there is add your website under domains, basically telling Cookiebot, hey, scan this site. You can also set regular scan intervals, so it keeps up anytime you add new plugins or trackers later on. From there, we jump into the implementation section, and this is where you connect Cookiebot to your website. There are two easy ways to do that. If you're on WordPress, you can just install the Cookiebot plugin, paste in your domain group ID from the dashboard, hit connect, and you're basically done. The key setting here is enabling automatic cookie blocking. That's what makes Cookiebot block anything non-essential until the visitor actually agrees. Or if you're not using WordPress, or you just prefer the manual route, you'll copy Cookiebot's script from the dashboard and paste it into your site's code. Ideally, you'll drop it into the head section so it loads first, because you want Cookiebot to show up before your analytics and marketing scripts start doing their thing. Once that's in place, the cookie banner appears on your site, giving users control over what they choose to allow. After that, you can go back into the dashboard to customize it by picking a GDPR-style template, changing the look and wording, setting which regions you want to prompt, and adding your privacy policy link so everything stays nice and compliant. And one more thing people forget, the cookie declaration page. Cookiebot gives you a separate snippet that you can paste into your privacy policy page, so visitors can see what cookies your site uses and what they've consented to. All right, so that's how Cookiebot works. Now, the next question is, why would you want this thing on your site? Here's some reasons I genuinely recommend using Cookiebot. First, it's crazy low effort to set up. You don't need to be a front-end developer. Sign up, let it scan your site, paste a snippet or install a plugin, and you're basically done. Second, it does automatic scanning and updates. Whenever your developer adds a new plugin or tracking tool, Cookiebot detects it automatically. It rescans the site, updates the list, and keeps things under control. Third, it complies with all common privacy laws, GDPR, CCPA, and CPRA. You don't have to keep up with every regulation. Cookiebot does this part for you. Fourth, you get audit-friendly logs. If anyone ever asks if you can prove that people actually agreed to this tracking, you don't have to panic. Cookiebot keeps the receipts. And finally, fifth, it's pretty budget-friendly for small sites. There's even a free plan for simpler websites with up to 50 subpages. And the paid plans make sense for small shops or agencies. If your site is on the smaller side, around 3,500 subpages, this is honestly one of the least painful ways to stay on the right side of privacy laws. If you want to investigate further on your own, pricing, features, and all that good stuff, there's a link in the description below. But this is the real world and nothing's perfect, so I also wanted to share a couple cons I noticed. First, things can get pricey as your site grows, once you're dealing with more than 3,500 pages or multiple domains, for example. And second, Cookiebot, just like any other tool, does not serve as a legal guarantee. You'll still have to make the right choices, decide which cookies belong in which category, how long data is stored, what text appears in the banner, and whether or not your other tools actually respect user consent. So, is Cookiebot worth it? For me, the answer is yes. Cookiebot is useful if you run a small or mid-sized website with international traffic, if you're an agency wanting something standardized across clients, or if you want a consent banner that keeps you looking professional and compliant with GDPR to avoid those costly fines. However, if you're running a huge enterprise site with lots of pages and ad partners, pricing might be something to consider. Cookiebot handles sites of any size really well. Just keep in mind that pricing is something you'll want to factor in. If you want to check out Cookiebot, the link's below, or if you're already using it, let me know in the comments how it's going for you. Subscribe for more honest reviews of tools that actually try to protect your privacy, and I'll see you in the next video.